Okay, oh my gosh, ladies. Okay. I seen something. I'm not gonna point out who it was, where I seen it, because the person is a real person that lives in this area, and I'm just not gonna do that. Okay, I know my eyebrows look a little ganky right now because I don't have makeup on, and if you get close enough, you can see, like, I need to shape them up just so I can draw them back on. But anyway. Okay, I'm so sick of seeing women with eyebrows that, like, are perfect lines that stop, like, right, even, you know, inside their nose, almost. Like, they're almost a unibrow and then come in, like, way out here. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna give you, let's see if I can find something straight. Aiden, do you see a pen somewhere? Or a pencil or something? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a lesson on brows. I'm not going to draw mine on right now because, like I said, I need to clean them up. But, okay, I've seen them, you know, where they come into, like, right here, you know, on each side where it's almost a unibrow, and then they get real thick, and then they want to bring them, like, way out here. I just seen when it takes the cake. And, yes, she does them this way. It was like a C right here. Just here. Like, midway through her pimple. Her pupil. Here. Does it. Nothing here. Nothing here. Just the little C. And, yeah, she drew them on that way. Or filled them in that way. She didn't try to extend them out. Now, see, some of us have issues with brows because we've overplucked in the past. Some of us have shaved them and caused scarring and other things in our eyebrows, so we do have to fill them in. Now, when I fill mine in, I don't necessarily make them bigger. I do kind of give them a better shape, and I darken them, but I still try to stay in the natural brow line. And I don't use stencils because they're not twins. They're cousins, okay? Like, your brows are not supposed to be perfect. But here's the thing, and I learned this in cosmetology, and this pen is a little wide to be using for that, but you should go from the inside point up is where they should start, okay? Your arch should really go here and then stop here, or you can do it this way. Diagonal from this point over, and then this point over, and then dead center is where your arch should go. Always tweeze under here. Never, or wax, whatever you do, don't take anything from up here. Because the whole point, or the reason why we do eyebrows in the beauty industry, is because we're trying to open up room here. So, if we take from up here, totally defeats the purpose. Because then if we take from up here, and then we take from down here, well, then we're going to end up like I've done before, where I've got like this much eyebrow. So then I've got to draw all that back out and try to make it look natural, which I'm sorry, ladies, if you really have, like, I'm serious, if you have your shit to here and then you draw them back out, I don't care what product you use, it doesn't look natural. And I mean, I've used everything from like fillers to powders to pencils to almost like a marker. I'm not even lying about that. You know, to really fine pencils, to these little things. It's like little prongs that, you know, supposed to draw hair-like things in, to fibers that fill in like your brows. And, you know, brow tools and stuff to kind of blend everything out. Still, I can always tell that they're fake. My husband, who doesn't wear makeup, can tell when eyebrows are fake. And I'm not talking about just when they're overdone. I'm talking about like eyebrows like this. You know, if I was to set and darken these in, you know how most men don't pay attention if we cut, you know, a foot off our hair. My husband could tell if I was to just darken in what I have. He would know. And I've gotten really good at blending all that shit out and not making it look so fake. Because when I first started it, I looked like Charlie Chaplin. And the reason why, I had black hair. And as you can tell, I'm natural blonde. And with black hair, I was trying to make my eyebrows match my hair. So I used a black pencil, just a black eyeliner. That's what I thought. I mean, they're called eye pencils or eyebrow pencils. And I drew them in, and like, seriously, I mean, I got some compliments talking about how, oh, you look awesome. And like, initially I liked the shape that I drew them in, and the size, but oh my God, they came way too far in. They were not blended at all. And so, you know, those of us that do makeup could look at it and be like, that's awful. So I went to one of the gay bars when a friend of mine was performing, and I asked them, you know, how do you do your brows? And then I asked a drag king that was hosting, because they do their brows too. I was like, how do you do that and make it look so natural? And, you know, they both gave me their, like, how-to, and showed me, like, what tools that they used. And so I started doing mine that way, and then that's when I really perfected it. I won't say perfected, but, you know, I've gotten to where I can do it to most people don't know that it's a natural. And I can do a video on it. I can use any number of products, because I have about all you can imagine here for brows. I have brow wax, I have pencils, I have fibers, like gels with fibers, whatever. So if you guys would like for me to do a brow tutorial, leave in the comment box and I will try to get on that. I don't do enough beauty blogs, I don't think, so it would be fun. Yeah, it would be fun. In fact, I think I may have to do one with my thing. But yeah, stop with the, like, I mean, there's all kinds of tutorials on YouTube. There are images that you can look at. You can go to places like Sephora or Ulta or any of those places and ask them to help you. But it's all in measurements. And I mean, if you took basic cosmetology in high school, you learned that there before you, I mean, and you don't even learn to wax there. At least I didn't. I didn't learn to wax till later. And I do my own waxing. When I do wax, but I don't do that too often anymore. I'd actually like to learn how to thread them, even though I don't think I should be able to thread my eyebrows, but I don't know if I could. Basically now I just kind of clean them up, keep them clean, try to keep them clean, and then go through and, you know, pull the really long ones out and then brush them, then I'll brush them up, and then I'll kind of trim them with scissors across just to give them a little bit better groom. And then when I put makeup on, so they stand out more because they are so light. When I put makeup on, of course, it kind of blends them back down. So, you know, I'll darken them back in and give them a little bit better shape and a little bit more definition. But yeah, I try to stay within the realms of natural. And, you know, I used to be all about getting them identical. And, you know, I cannot stand to see, I can always tell. And even if you do work to make them look natural, if you're using a brow stencil, honey, I'm going to spot you from a mile away, because your brows are not meant to be, like, perfect. You know, this brow is not supposed to be identical to this brow at all. I mean, they're supposed to be close, but not identical. And when you use a stencil and you flip it over and use it on the other side, and you get really good at it, because I suck at using stencils, but when you get really good at it, you know, you've got perfect brows, not just in how you shape them, but, like, they match identically. I know you use stencils. or you've spent money to have them tattooed on, but I know people that's had them tattooed on or microbladed, and they're not even, like, that perfect. And I would prefer for mine not to be, because I do want them to look natural, and I would love to be able to afford to have them microbladed, maybe by next year at some point. My husband's really, like, I've mentioned getting my eyebrows tattooed on, and he's like, please don't, but he's afraid that I'm going to end up with some horrible brows, just from what he's seen online and stuff. And I'm like, do you realize how many people that you've met through me that have tattooed eyebrows that you didn't even realize? Like, that's the only ones that he can't really pick out. Now, if they're overdone, he can, but if, you know, they're done properly or done in a more natural thing, he can't tell. I can't even tell sometimes. Like, this chick was telling me, like, I met her through my ex-husband, and I was talking to her, and he was the one that told me that she had tattooed on eyebrows. So, of course, I had, like, 1,000 questions to ask her, because the only people that I'd ever talked to were the people that do it, you know. And just because somebody does cosmetic tattooing doesn't mean that they have cosmetic tattoos of their own. Some do, but it just really depends on like what, you know, your needs are for. You know, I would like to have my eyebrows tattooed on just so I don't have to mess with them. I would also like to have my liner tattooed on, but the problem with that is the way that I wear my eyeliner. I don't think that a tattoo artist would tattoo it the way I want it. They would tattoo it more natural, like in a natural line. And I like my top liner to kind of start out thin and then get thicker towards the ends. And then, of course, almost like a cat eye on the end, or winged on the end, but not real dramatic, just because I do have sad eyes. So I like to pull everything up. I don't know. I'm sure there's tattoo artists out there that could do it, like cosmetic tattoo artists that could do it. I've just never really looked into it because of that. But yeah, as far as everything else, my eyebrows would be about the only thing I would look at. And if I could, you know, if I knew a cosmetic tattoo artist would be like, yeah, do your eyeliner the way you want to, then I would do that. Lip liner and stuff, no, because I don't want to be forced to wear lip color every day. But liner and brows, I think, are kind of a necessity, as well as lashes. I wish I could afford to have falsies done all the time. But they're expensive. The upkeep's expensive. And in reality, I can do them myself, even the individual ones, but I'm lazy. So I invest in mascara that makes me look like I have falsies. I just don't feel like putting it on every day because, as you can see, let's get all close and personal again. I have good lashes for the most part. They're just really light, so I don't look like I have any lashes. Like, you can't really see, but see the length on them there? Yeah. And, sorry, I keep putting my finger over that. Yeah, see, I've got some decent lashes going on, but they're just light. And there's a lot of ways to help your lashes grow. Volume, I've not really kind of figured out, or if what I talk about would help volume, but anything that helps your hair grow that you can take is going to help your lashes grow. There is still a natural lash grower through Posh that is on the retired list, but it is still on the site for like 12 bucks. And I would stock up on it while I can. It lasts about 2.5 months, 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. Using it daily. I used to use it twice a day, but again, laziness. And all you have to do, like, after you wash your face and you're ready for the day, is you line your lashes. I do the top and bottom with it. And it's everybody knows what Latisse is. Well, Latisse is also known to change eye color and cause issues like that in its prescription. And it's something that I believe you have to continue to use. Excuse me. This stuff is a natural Latisse. It grows the eyelashes back out. And what it and how is because it moisturizes the lashes. Because a lot of the reason why some of us, as we get older, start having less lashes is because they get dry and brittle and they break off. Or you're an idiot like I am, and I was using an eyebrow trimmer, an electric one. I have a women's, like, accessory kit, like, you know, the men do for their face, but it's for women for, like, bikini areas and stuff, and then there's one for eyebrows. And I was using it, and I accidentally snipped the end of my eyelashes. You know, but that can happen too. But yeah, usually our lashes get really dry and brittle and break off, and that's what happens. And then, of course, mascara and curlers and stuff like that doesn't help matters either. So that's why you should really watch what you use on your lashes, because if you use a mascara that is super drying, you're going to damage your lashes. After, you know, more than, I mean, if you're using it just like once in a blue moon, it's not going to matter. But if you use mascara on a regular basis or a semi-regular basis, or if you wear false lashes on a regular or semi-regular basis, your glue is drying out your lashes as well. Plus, when they come off, they're pulling your lashes with them. So it's always good to have something that's conditioning on your lashes. So it helps protect them from getting dry and brittle, just like our hair, and from breaking off. So I've learned to start watching the mascara that I use to make sure that it's something that is not only looks good on and natural, but that has a natural, not so much natural, but has a way that's going to moisturize my lashes, keep them moisturized, not dry them out, and is going to nourish them so they will grow. And the Skyscraper from Acti has that ability if you use it on a regular basis. I really like the Skyscraper, and I think, let me look real quick. I'm almost positive that we still have some on sale. Let me look. Like I was telling my Facebook Live audience earlier, a lot of things are sold out on the Aci-labs site, and there's a reason for that. One, we can't keep toothpaste in. We got a shipment in, like a good shipment, and it was gone in 3 days. So if you've been wanting our toothpaste or our tooth cream, when it comes back in, order the day it comes in. Do not wait. Do not hesitate, because you will miss out. And all of the serums, except for like 1 or 2, are sold out. And they're all going to eventually sell out. And the reason for that is they're having a little bit of delay in restocking because they're redoing the pumps. So it's going to come in new packaging with new pumps and stuff, so it's a lot easier to use. I personally have never had any issues with the pumps, but some have. And it's not that it doesn't come out, it's just that you have to work it a little bit more to get it to come out. So they're coming out with new pumps, so don't be alarmed. We are not always like this. We usually have things in stock, so if you run out, you're not stuck without it. But right now, we're just kind of changing everything around. We have an announcement coming up Friday of new products. I don't know if they're releasing new products Friday or if it's just an announcement. And then I know by the end of the month, we'll have a ton of new products out. And I know one is an anti-frizz serum for the hair. But that's all I really know. So keep an eye out. I'll put the link to my Aci-Lab Facebook below, and then a link to my actual Aci-Lab store if you would like to go check it out. Everything is made in the UK, and the reason why I like it is, first off, it's made in France. French women love skincare. It is like a ritual to them every day, morning and night, to have a high-level skincare because they love their skin. And their skin is gorgeous. Like, the owner of Aci-Labs, she talks to us on a daily basis. She takes, ideas from us and, comments and stuff like that. And if there's enough behind it, she'll, add it to the store, add it to her business. She's really good to listen, but she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Gorgeous. And I've noticed, working around a lot of women from the UK, they're all gorgeous. Like, they all have, like, flawless skin. It's beautiful. And it's been said over the years through other people that, like, some of these women, keep their beauty and their skin because the sun's not as harsh as where they're at, which could be true too. But I think a lot of it has to do with, one, their food is much healthier. U.S. has the most unhealthy shit that we could put out there. We really do, and everybody knows that. So they have healthier food, which healthier food gives you healthier hair, healthier skin, just better overall everything. Their skincare and their hair care and their bath products and stuff, they're so strict in the UK. I'm not speaking on other countries because I know some places, like, I think it's China, you have to test on animals. And I try to not support anybody that, tests on animals. And for the record, nothing from Aci-Labs is tested on animals, not even any of the ingredients. So you can feel safe buying Acti products. Same with Posh. They're both cruelty-free companies. But in the UK, they have over 1,000 ingredients banned from makeup and skincare. Here we have like 8. So, you're less likely to run into a lot of chemicals and byproducts and stuff that are just really bad for your skin or are known to cause cancer, or are suspected to cause cancer. You're not going to run into that in a UK brand where you could in a US brand. That's why I promote, like if it's US stuff, it's all naturally based, all natural, whatever. But yeah, so you can feel comfortable with that. That's why I like the UK stuff. And since they branched out from the UK to the US to Mexico to Canada, they're kind of, moving all over the world. So, you can say, well, I want to keep my money here. Well, you are. We have a warehouse here. Just the products are Aci-Lab owns the manufacturing. So everything is done in the UK. So you're getting their high quality, high standard products that are, spa quality. Everything has to be spa quality for over there. And you're getting them at a 70% discount, where if they really wanted to, they could sell their formulas and their products to, bigger companies or other companies, or sell them through a store where there's going to be more overhead. And so, you're going to get them for, what you think good products should be priced at. That's what it would be like if you bought these from a store. But since you're buying them from people like myself, you're getting them at about a 70% discount. Plus, you're helping a small business owner like me. So, yeah, now that I've jabbered on about that, yes, our skyscraper mascara is still $5.50. So, get it while you can. I don't think that we are out of anything on our makeup line. Let me look while I've got you guys here. Our fine powder eyeshadows are still there. Gel liner is still there. Gel liner is $13.50. I love gel liner. If you've never used it, try it. And if it seems a little hard to put on, try warming it up a little bit. And so it'll thin out, so it's easier to put on. And get you a good eyeliner brush. By the way, we sell brushes. They're good brushes, and they're affordable. The skyscraper mascara, the brow wax. Our brow wax is $17.50, and I swear to God, I don't know how long it's going to take me to go through one thing of their brow wax. Then we have all of our little eyeshadow palettes. There's 7. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce them, but there's 7. And they're in 4 coordinating colors. Like I said, there's 7 of those. They're $14.50. And then the giant palette, the Vendome palette, is $19.50. Versus the 4 color ones are $14.50. But I got my daughter this giant palette for Christmas, and it's really nice. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's got 12 colors, and it comes with a really good double-ended brush. Not just like a sponge applicator, but like a double-ended brush. It's really nice. The container on it, I think, is metal. Hey, Caitlin! Your eyeshadow palette from Aci-Labs, is the container metal?
I don't know.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure it's metal. She is in a mood. But yeah, that's for the eyes. Yeah, that's not even the full makeup line. Let's see what all's in stock. Because I know, our foundation stuff is in the pump bottles, so I'm wondering if they're going to start selling out too. Let's see, we've got bronzing powder, diamond dust face powder. Yeah, that's the big eye palette. It is metal. And see the color. Oh, you can see the colors there. And the brush that comes with it. Let's see, double-ended brush. We need to clean some brushes. We need to go on a brush cleaning spree here in a little bit. I've got the stuff for it.
Can I help?
No.
You're not a girl, Aiden. Some people think
Oh, I accidentally hit your gold. There we go. I love that palette. I'm jealous. You have such a nice eyeshadow palette. I don't even have a nice eyeshadow palette like that. I don't, because I usually stick to one or two colors. Yeah, our high definition liquid foundation is still in stock. It is $16. It is water resistant, and it is a mineral liquid foundation.
I have that.
It actually fights acne. She has it too. We just extended our color line on it. She's actually a true porcelain, which I love because our porcelain is a true porcelain. It does not have a yellow hue or a pink hue to it. It's just porcelain. Usually porcelain in most colors, you know, porcelain's supposed to be like, porcelain or ivory is usually like the lightest. And it usually has, in most lines, I'll have some kind of undertone to it, or oxidizes where it has an undertone to it. And, you know, if you're really pale, you're just kind of screwed. But no, it actually, it's really good. It's a true, porcelain. And for $16, I mean, it's water resistant. My friend's daughter puts it on early in the morning before school, wears it to school, goes to soccer practice, comes home, and looks like her face hasn't been touched. Our skyscraper mascara is also water resistant. I've tested it numerous times, and it is documented on Facebook. I don't know, it may be on here too, but as long as you don't like wipe your, and even if you wipe your eyes, it's not going to come off. But it can cause it to kind of clump together, but that's with any mascara. But if you just kind of pat your eyes, it stays there. I've wore it to water parks and everything and come home with perfect lashes. So if you want to check them out, they're on my Facebook, which will be, you know, is the active Facebook link that I'll put below. Our illuminating powder is still there for $12.50, and I think those are blushes. No, that's just the illuminating powder. And then there's blushes, the translucent pressed powder still there. We still have primer in stock for $16. The primer is amazing. Our contour shading palette, which is 4 colors, is $17. It comes with a little brush, but I would get a contouring brush for that and a blush brush. I mean, the little brush works for like the smaller areas, but I like, you know, the flat fan brushes for contouring and stuff. But this one has like a white, then it has kind of a champagne color, and then your dark contour color, and then a blush. And that's $17. And I have all this, I just haven't gotten it out. The illuminating palette is 3 colors. It's champagne, blush, and then contour for $17. And all of our packaging is not cheap. You can tell it by feeling it, but you're not going to break it. You can get color samples and the tone. Like they've got lot sample tones, which are 3 colors for $3. You can buy these. You don't have to be an ambassador. Medium tone is 3 colors for $3. It says the sample dark tones are 2 colors for $2, but I'm not sure if that's the full dark line. I don't think it is. That doesn't sound right to me. So I don't know. I guess I could look, but I haven't. And then we have a blusher palette, which is 4 colors. It's $17. Concealer, which is going to be about the same size as the mascara right now, is $18. That's a lot of concealer. A lot of concealer. And then we have cream foundation, which is like in a pressed form for $27.50. They say that is for a mature skin, but people with mature skin has been using our HD liquid foundation, or liquid mineral foundation, with no issues. It doesn't set in lines and creases and stuff like that, so it's not going to make you look older. I really like our foundation because I kind of stopped wearing foundation for a long time because of that. I couldn't find anything that didn't sink into every little, like, crease that, you know, it could find. And I would start off, you know, looking my age or younger, and then could barely put makeup on, and then end up looking, you know, 10 years older once I got foundation on. Not ideal. Fine powder eyeshadow still on. Our high pigmented lip gloss is on sale for $12.50. The LaJoy crayons are $10.50. The Mega Mate liquids $12.50. Our lip stains $12.50, and our lip pencils are $6.50. Those are all sale prices. They're selling these out. They're redoing the lines, adding more colors. So get them while they're on sale. All of our brushes seem to be in stock. We have a camouflage brush for $6.50, angular shader for $4.50, which I highly recommend an angle brush for doing your brows. We have a flat foundation brush for $6. We have now our eyeliner brush is currently unavailable. The eyeliner applicator detail liner is $3.50, but is currently unavailable. They may be redoing it. I don't know if they do. I'll have to check it out. They have an angular brush that is called a brow liner, so they have one just for the brows. They have a shadow blender brush for $5.50, a blush brush for $6.50, a fluff brush for $5.50, which I would consider that kind of like a blending brush for your eyes. Sorry. And, oh, they've got a crease blender too, but the fluff brush is really good for distributing pigment on the eye, and then it gets into the hair stuff. And all of our hair stuff's on sale. You can get our shampoo and conditioner for $10 a piece.
Yeah.
And then the hair lotion is $19.50, which it helps from the outside in, helps to increase growth. And then we have the hair capsules for $19.50, which puts everything that you need in your bloodstream to increase your hair growth. And it's not biotin, like a lot of hair, nail, and skin vitamins are. It's not biotin. It's a load of nutrients besides biotin. You can go to the website and check out all that on there. So, thanks. Bye, guys.